What is going on, lads? Jack here, and welcome to episode 29 of The Road to Glory with SC United of Manchester. Yeah, things are going pretty decent. It's not the playoffs, if that's any indication. If you saw the previous episode of where we are, this is not the playoffs. This is the last game of the season. I guess a quick look at the fixtures first. The previous episode was against Mansfield. I'm going to kind of rush through these games because I don't want to cover it too much detail because there's a big game, pretty much. But looking at them, 3-3-1 wins and a draw. When I got the draw, I was like, well, that's our chances of first gone. However, that game, match weekend, Chester had Stockport in a game and they drew. And there's a few other results which have happened. I'll quickly show you just an overview of the games, I guess. Home at Ebbsfleet, we won 3-1. Ryan State scored a really good goal, actually, that game. Not bad for a right back. It was a really nice finish. We then won 3-1 away against Lincoln City. Doble getting on the score sheet. Olivan and Billy Reid also joining the crew there. So that was another good result for us. Away from home, we dominated possession and we pretty much controlled the game. We then got a 0-0 ball draw against Aldershot at home, which is a little bit disappointing. However, last game, we got a really good, convincing 3-1 win against Braintree, and Doble was able to get 2 on the score sheet as well. So as I said last episode, if there was a chance we could win the league, I'd cover the last game. If it was comfortable playoffs, then the next episode would be the playoff semis. And if you look at the table, you're going to be able to see there's not a lot between the top 3. Very rarely would you see this kind of, I guess, scenario for one spot. Because in this league, there's the playoffs and then there's one automatic promotion spot. And as we go into it, we're not the favourites, and I'm not like kind of thinking to myself, oh well, we're gonna win, because the chances are that we could win our result and we still have to get 2 results go our way. Stockport in their next game have got Mansfield, who are going to be a tricky tie for them. And if you look, they have slipped up of late, so it's not completely impossible. However, because of goal difference and such, I need Stockport to lose, or if they draw, we have to win by more than 4 goals, which I can't see happening. So we are relying on Mansfield to do us a favour from 4th place against Stockport. And on the Chester front, you'll see that they've drawn a few games and lost a few and thrown away a few results of late. They're going to be playing Woking, who I have a feeling are very low down in the table. They're 19th. That said, Grimsby beat Stockport a few games ago, so nothing's impossible here. I'm not going to go in with this mindset of yes, we're gonna be promoted and we're gonna win the league and stuff, because honestly, we've had a really kind of topsy-turvy season. I mean, looking at it, we've lost 1 goal since the 5th. We've conceded 1 defeat since the 15th game of the season, and you can see how we've rocketed up. It'd be kind of an icing on top of the cake if we could finish first. However, it's one of these things where it's not in my hands, really, what happens. But we're away at Eastleigh. Hopefully we can just get a win, and then we have to focus on our own result, really. There's not a lot in it for us, but you never know with these kind of situations how things are going to go, do you? So fingers crossed, we'll see how things go. I'm covering this game, and I really don't think we're going to win the league no matter what. I mean, it's close, yes, but we need 2 results against 2 teams who have been very good this season to go our way. Admittedly, they've lost more games than us, but at the same time, I really can't see them throwing it away here. But we have to be optimistic here. 3rd place is a fantastic achievement anyway, and just to get in the playoffs would be good. And with the form that we've had of late, you may even consider us one of the favourites to do well in the playoffs, I suppose, having only lost 1 goal in 30 games. Lost 1 game in 30 games, not 1 goal. I'm going crazy here. But anyway, let's get straight into this. I'm actually going to go attacking from the offset against Eastleigh, just because I know that if Stockport draw, we need to score 4 goals, which I really can't see happening. But I mean, I'd rather try and get those 4 goals rather than just kind of giving up. We have got one of the best defences in the league, so fingers crossed we can do something here. As I said, not really expecting anything, but no harm in, I guess, hoping and believing. Can we pause? I've hit pause twice now. My computer's really slow today. Okay, so what do we need up? We need up latest scores. As I set this all up nice and neatly. We need latest scores. Stockport are there. And Mansfield are there. And then we need the Chester game. And I'm being all laggy here. It's just a laggy mess as I move my cursor around and it just doesn't go where I want it to go. Drag this in. Will we stay there? That'll do. So Stockport, Mansfield is one result to keep your eye on. Chester Woking is the other. And just for good measure, we can even plonk a league table here. We'll put it in the top right because, I mean, you're just going to be able to see the names. I mean, I think I've explained the situation in terms of results that need to happen. And we'll just take things as they come. I'm actually going to put it down here so that we don't get the annoying pop-ups blocking it. But anywho, let's get straight into this. As I say, for the 50 billionth time, just kind of going in here open-minded, not really, I guess, worrying too much about other results. We've just got to play our game. Chester have already taken the lead, which is a little bit disappointing, and now they're 2-0 up. And Woking are just rolling on their bellies and, I guess, being completely shut down. So, already looking like it's beyond us, which, you know, I wasn't expecting anything, so I can't comment. Chester would win the league as it stands, so Stockport got to be a little bit nervous. But anyway, focusing on our game here, we are dominating possession, but we're not creating any chances, which is a little bit concerning considering we are playing on attacking. I may well switch to a slightly more fluid second half if we're still yet to score, but looks like we're dominating the ball in the centre. Wow, I jinxed that so badly then by saying that as they win possession. Maguire with the shotgun parries it. Olivan with the tackle. That was an important tackle to make there. Really couldn't afford to mistime that. Ball into the box. Are we going to get away? Fisher's missed the ball. Yeah, they look like they may be creating a few more chances even though we're dominating possession. So I'm going to change things up for certain at half time, even if we do score here, because that seems to happen. I'll be like, I'll say something and then something else happens to try and really screw me over. Stockport game still a draw. Chester are still 2-0 up, so a little bit disappointing that it's not going to be one of these close to the wire things. And as I say, that Eastleigh have even scored now, which is just embarrassing, quite frankly. A win would be nice here, just because it would give us the better playoff spot, especially if Stockport's result stays as it is. Mind you, we'd still need to score 4, I suppose. So, you know, it's one of these things where I just have to kind of shrug my shoulders and go, well, we tried. Second half, I'm going to switch to fluid, and I'm going to remove the retained possession kind of shouty thing, and hopefully we can have a few more men thrown forward and hopefully play a bit better than we did in the first half. Still 2-0 Chester, still 0-0 in the Stockport game, so it's a little bit of a sad day, really. I mean, I was hoping for some kind of miracle, but football is like that, you know, you can't always have the fairy tale happy ending. Interesting just staring at the league though and watching Stockport throw this away. Chester have gone 3-0 up, so our kind of chances are all but gone, and unless Stockport start losing, this result really counts for nothing. So it'd be nice to just not lose, considering that we are on a very important kind of run into the playoffs and we've been playing well. And Carson's injured. He better not be out for a long time because that lad's really important in the kind of game plan of our team. Kelly can play centre mid though, so not the end of the world there. Kelly is a good, solid defensive player. So I have faith in him to come in and do a job, and we're going to lose this. Wow, disappointing stuff, especially considering this will be our second defeat since the 15th. Since the 15th game of the season, rather, not the 15th. That just sounds like I'm referring to a random date. I'm bummed out now. We've got 2 minutes to try and get a goal, but it's not going to happen, I don't think. Just see if Stockport are still throwing it away. Where are they? Where are you, Stockport? Yeah, they're still 0-0, so Chester are going to go straight up at this rate, which is a bit of a shock, really. I mean, we've beaten both Stockport and Chester, so I know that we're capable of beating them in the playoffs. It's just going to be interesting to see how it all plays out. So, looking like Chester are going to go up, which is a slight shock on the cards, really. Bradshaw just being a bit lazy there with that flick on. But we've got a corner here, so it'd be nice to just get, I suppose, the draw and just get a point and maintain our unbeaten run I don't think it's going to happen, though. Is it going to happen? King is there, buries it. Okay, that's 1-1. I would have taken 1-1 at the start of the day. I know that's not the result we wanted to get, but even if we won, we wouldn't actually be moving up or down the league. So from that respect, got to try and be optimistic, I suppose. Chester are now 4-0 up, which is absolutely mental for them, and really kind of, I guess, states their claim for being the champions this season. So that's full time. Wow, I'm a little bit disappointed, even though, like, I suppose, I don't know, if we'd won, that would have given us a chance to win the league, and I would have been like, well, we gave it our best shot, but to only draw, I don't know, it's a little bit disappointing. It wouldn't have seen us finish any higher in the league, in the grand scheme of things, but it's one of those things where we now go into the playoffs, I guess, with a fairly kind of good run of games. Admittedly, we have drawn 2 of our last 3, but at the end of the day, got to look at the positives. We're unbeaten. I'm trying to be Mr. Optimistic here, and it's not easy, but one of those things. 86 points in the end, so 3 points separating the top 3 teams. Really testament to the players at our team this year for their kind of comeback performance. I mean, look at Chester; they've always been up there. Stockport have always been up there, and in fact they've been top for so long in this season. They really have thrown it away right at the end. But no, we've got to look at the positives here. As I said, we've not played badly this second half of the season. I guess just a quick look at the fixtures, you can see where it all went wrong for us at the start. We just couldn't win, ultimately. We got 2 wins from our first 15 games. Fortunately for us, since then we went on a nice little unbeaten run. And we've only lost 1 game. As I said, we actually beat Chester, so that was a good result. We lost to Stockport 1-0 near the start of the season. However, in the next game we beat them 1-0. So who knows? Who knows? The mystery and the glory of the cup, I suppose. I'm trying to be positive. I feel like we can win the playoffs. I really do. We've got the team and the players. I'm just hoping Carson isn't out for too long. It doesn't look like he's even injured, which is good to see. Billy Reid, a big player for us, will be back in 8 days to 2 weeks, so he may well be back for the second leg or the playoff final. But one of those things, I suppose. Can't help being slightly disappointed, considering that, I don't know, if we'd had a good start, we really could have run away with the league this year. But anyway, I appreciate I've rambled a lot this episode and kind of said the same thing over and over, but I can't stress enough how kind of gutted I am in the grand scheme of things. It would have been some kind of dream comeback, I guess, to win the league on the last game of the season. But one of those things. If you enjoyed the video, guys, smash the like button. Other than that, it's me, Jack, and I'm signing off, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Thanks for watching.